So here's the stuff I have. All right. This is found this little guy at Michael's. Thought it would be perfect. This cat is not from Michael's. It keeps playing with the plastic. That's inside there are all my little bits and bobs that I have for the end of my wood burner. I've got some wood stain. I use a relatively unique technique in that I use different colored stains to add shading. I shade with the wood burner and stuff as well. But to start with, I've got this guy, and we will now sand the piece of wood so that there are no little bits sticking out. And I'm going to start that now. All right, so it's sanded, and this is a picture I found. So to start with, I'm going to very loosely sketch that picture, kind of what I generally want on there. I'm not going to do the really detailed sketch yet because I'm going to need to stain the wood, and if I sketch and then I stain it, it's going to rub away all the stuff that I sketched. So just kind of loosely placing stuff. One of the cool things about this piece of wood, and the reason why I picked it, is it's got this little knot right there, which I'm going to use as a sun for a sunset. Alright, so I got that done. Now I am going to stain the bits that are going to be darker than the other stuff. I had to think about it for a while, but I think I'm going to leave the water a lighter color and then the land and all that stuff be darker. So here we go. So there's the stain bit. You can sort of see it taking shape. Did a little bit of staining on the far side of what I want to be a cloud out there. Now I gotta let it dry. Okay, so now it's dry. Some problems. You can see the lighthouse the stain has spread through the wood. So I'm going to have to improvise and do some stuff. I'm going to add some trees over there, I think. Already taking liberties with the picture itself. So yeah, I'm going to start wood burning now. This is a wood burner. You got to plug it in, charge it up for a while. I use the finest point that we have. It's tricky because it curves at the end. That's not what she said. But it's the one that you can use to get the most detailed lines, and I'm obsessive about things looking as close to a photograph as possible. So that's what I use. I also have pliers over here. I don't actually have them yet, but I need to go get them because so you unscrew and screw in different tips to this, and the problem with that, even though it's great for being able to do different styles and stuff, is that they, as you do fine detailed work and you press down on the wood, stuff comes undone, so you have to use pliers to tighten stuff up. Now, I'm going to try and do a time lapse of me wood burning the lighthouse, which hopefully will work out okay, and I won't burn my phone. So, here we go. Alright, so we're several hours in. Here's what we got. I am not happy with the water. Originally, I was going to put their names in the water. It doesn't look realistic enough. So I'm going to make it darker. I'm going to stain it darker, and hopefully that turns out okay. Fingers crossed. Might do a little more staining for the clouds and stuff too. So here we go. I'm not very happy with that cloud, that guy right over there. So I wanted to put Paul and Cheryl's Secret Hideaway or something along those lines. Haven't really thought it out yet. So I'm going to use it to mask the crappy cloud. I'm going to stencil it first with pencil. I guess pencil it first. I could have saved so many syllables. And then I'm going to burn it. So here we go. Alright, so I put that on there. It didn't do great. I always freehand writing, which isn't necessarily the best idea. But I'll try to mask it as I burn it. The main problem, even with pencil, you can't really erase it all that well and it starts to smudge. So I'm just going to have to improvise. Could have done that better. Life is pain. So there you have it. The ugly cloud is hidden. Another little mistake when I was doing that cloud, the sides of the wood burner, I guess, touched right about here. And so I turned it into a chimney with smoke coming out of it. But yeah, there you go. That's the finished product, more or less. I'm going to look at it and think for a while. I still have quite a few steps to go. I have to seal it. So now I kind of have some time to think. Now I have stain all over my hand because I didn't wait for it to dry. So that's going to look great. But next update soon. As you can tell, it's nighttime now. Still working on it. Was a little frustrated with the look of the sky. I decided to go for something a little more sunsetty. So the problem was that my stains were too dark and it would have matched the land stuff that I did. So I watered it down with paint thinner and did a couple of different levels of, I just kept adding more and more paint thinner. Started with a really light color. And so here's what I have now. I'm pretty happy with it. I like the fact that the beach pops as much as it does. It's really tough to do waves and I guess sunset, even with painting. But I feel like for wood burning, this looks pretty good. So that's about as much as I'm going to do today. Now I'm going to let it dry. And it smells really strong, like paint thinner. So good. I have done some math and realized that it takes 24 hours for the stain to dry, enough for you to put the epoxy stuff on top of it. So I have invented a drying technique, which you will now see. There's the little thing sitting by the fire. Yeah, hopefully this will work out okay. And here is now me with a kitty. That just walked away from me. It's been a long day. Okay, so now it's the next day. I had to spend about 24 hours for it to dry. And I just got to put some epoxy stuff on it. It should only take about 2-3 hours for that to dry. So here we go. And there we go. It's done. Yay.